Were you once in a trauma-bonded relationship without even realizing how deeply it was affecting you? Where the good days felt like a lifeline and the bad days made you question yourself? In this video, we'll talk about the subtle but powerful impact of trauma bonding, so more people can recognize the signs and understand what they're going through. Do you find yourself questioning if your relationship is abusive? Take our Is My Relationship Abusive quiz and take the first step toward understanding your situation. Lena didn't realize what she was experiencing was a trauma bonding. She thought she was just in a relationship that had its ups and downs. When her partner didn't yell, didn't accuse her, or didn't storm out, she'd call it a good day. She'd feel relieved, even hopeful. She didn't see that those moments weren't love, they were just the absence of pain. It wasn't until long after the relationship ended that Lena realized how much of herself she had lost. How she stopped asking, "Do I feel safe?" and instead began asking, "Can I make it through today without a fight?" That's the quiet damage trauma bonding can do. It makes survival feel like love. Trauma bonding doesn't always feel like chaos. For many survivors, it feels quiet, confusing, and almost normal until it's over and the damage becomes clear. Let's talk about the hidden ways trauma bonding can affect you. You start to confuse not being hurt with love. Like Lena, many survivors start measuring the health of their relationship by how little they're hurt, not by how much they're genuinely cared for. If your partner didn't yell today, you feel like you won. If they weren't cold or cruel, you tell yourself they're trying. But the absence of abuse isn't the same as love. And over time, this mindset lowers your standards without you noticing. You internalize the blame. When things go wrong, you may start to think it's your fault. Maybe I was too sensitive. Maybe if I didn't bring that up, we wouldn't have fought. This happens because the abuser often twists reality, making you doubt your feelings and memories. Eventually, you stop trusting yourself. That's not just manipulation, it's emotional erosion. You become addicted to small wins. We therapists call it intermittent reinforcement, when rewards come randomly, like a broken slot machine. A kind word here, a peaceful night there. These unpredictable highs make you hold on, hoping the person you love will finally be consistent. It becomes addictive. You're chasing a version of them that only shows up just enough to keep you from walking away. You lose your sense of identity. Over time, your thoughts start revolving around how to avoid conflict or keep the peace. You stop asking, "What do I want? What do I feel?" and start asking, "What mood are they in today? How do I not set them off?" Just like Lena, many survivors don't realize they've stopped being themselves until much later, after the relationship is over and they're left wondering who they were before it all began. You fear that leaving means someone else wins. One of the most painful tricks trauma bonding plays on you is the belief that someone else will get the best version of them. You think, what if I leave and they treat the next person better? What if I'm just one step away from being loved, right? But here's the truth. That better version doesn't exist. If someone only improves for the next person, it was never about their capacity to love, it was about their control over you. You normalize the tension. You get used to the emotional tightrope, the constant tension, the unpredictability. Being on edge becomes your normal. And when something finally does feel calm or consistent, you might not even trust it. That's the long-term effect of trauma bonding. It reprograms how you see safety, love, and even yourself. You mistake relief for love. When the abuse stops for a few hours, a day, a weekend, you feel relief, but relief is not love. True love doesn't make you feel like you're getting a break from pain. It doesn't require recovery from your partner's moods. It feels safe, consistent, and kind. And that's how trauma bonding keeps you stuck, by making you crave the feeling of relief instead of the reality of respect. If you found yourself stuck in this pattern, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means the manipulation worked. Trauma bonding is designed to confuse you, to keep you chasing hope, and to make you forget that love isn't supposed to hurt. Real love isn't about surviving, it's about thriving. Thank you for watching. Download our free resources, which will help you understand the patterns of abuse, spot the warning signs, and take your first steps toward reclaiming your strength and autonomy. Please raise awareness by sharing with others. You can also like or subscribe if it is safe to do so. And if you found this video helpful, stay tuned for our next video. We'll talk about how to finally break the cycle of trauma bonding and take the first real steps toward healing. See you in the next video.